In the metal squadron today, taking a look at the June copper contract, which had a pretty much straight up day, although it was a very, very small rally, right around 0.5% in toward the settlement, maybe a little bit less than that. But the low today was 0.05% higher than yesterday's settlement. The low today, 4.7020. The close yesterday, 4.6995. Now the high today, up 1.4% at 4.7655. Copper fell from the highs, but still ended up on the day higher than yesterday's settlement. So we'll call it an update. And again, there was no real down move implicit in the day's price action. Now, dollar strength has a lot to do with the pressure of falling from the highs. The dollar had its best week since February 28th. The dollar's up against all the majors this week, and the inverse relationship between the dollar and really all commodities especially seemed to hit industrial metals this week. The dollar was up 1.5% against the euro this week, 1.4%, almost, just short of that, against the yen, about 0.6%, maybe a little bit less than that against the pound, and up about 0.5% against the Canadian dollar. So the dollar was just strong across the board. That looks likely to continue with the aggression from the Fed and the hawkishness from the Fed members and the FOMC voting members. So that's put a little bit of pressure on all commodities. Some of the commodities hanging in pretty well despite that pressure, like gold, for example. But also, when you're talking about copper, you're always looking at China. And China's still struggling with lockdowns despite promises to stimulate the economy. Currently, Shanghai residents are pushing hard against these lockdowns, according to a report by Bloomberg, and new cases in China's largest city exceeded 21,000. But the government has vowed to use multiple monetary policy tools at an appropriate time. They haven't said when that is, and that includes something called a stability fund to help institutions that may be struggling after these lockdowns. So we'll see if that helps keep a floor under copper. As of this week, we did end up with copper on a high note on Friday.